it ran over here and made a little puddle. Hello, welcome back to my subscribers, and if you're new here, hello. Last night we had some rain, and it really came down last night around 10 o'clock or so. So we were expecting this, and so I came out here and covered up the big mess. So now it's time to go take a look at any, well, we know there's going to be leakage. So take a look at the leakage, where the leaks are coming from, so we can get an idea of when we're going to start sealing up. Okay, so here's the kitchen, and it looks pretty dry in here. I don't see anything on the counters. Okay. So here's the ceiling that was going to collapse because of a leak that was coming through the roof. And I see no water damage or leaks from that. And there's no wetness on the floor. So far, so good. There's a little bit of leakage there, but that's underneath the window, so that's expected. And it looks like we have more again underneath the window, and it looks like it ran over here and made a little puddle. There's nothing against the wall. So there's also another leak coming from this direction. And again, that's the window. You can see it all drip like right here. And some of it ran over here to here. There's no water stains on the ceiling, so it's definitely coming from the windows. Okay, that's the pet door, so of course there's some leakage there. And this is a sliding glass door, and that's not good. That's going to be interesting to seal. It looks like it drained over here as well and made a puddle. And again, no leakage on the ceiling, so it's definitely coming from the windows. This is the bedroom. So it looks like that little puddle drained into here. A lot, actually. And get wet over here. Again, that's under the window. Now let's go take a look at the bathroom. Okay, there's a spot there. I don't see anything on any leakage on the wall. But there's leakage here. Again, the window. There's a little bit of leakage underneath the bathtub. I don't know if that could have drained from the window. It looks like it could have because there's wet spot right there. Over here, it kind of slants to the middle. The bathroom looks pretty good. I mean, there's stuff in here, but I don't see any water. Now let's take a look at the closet. I think it's just stained. It doesn't appear to be wet. So at this point, it looks like all the leakage is coming from the windows and draining back towards the center of the unit because the unit appears that it's not level. So I guess it's good because now we know where the leaks are. I am going to take I'm going to use a can of spray paint to go around where those wet portions are so we can mark it off so we know exactly where to start working. I knew this was going to happen. There was really nothing we could do to prevent it. I mean, we could put some seal around it, around the windows. But I think we're going to have to take off some more drywall around those windows. Just to make sure that that framing is okay. Because we do know we have to replace this bottom portion here. But the good thing is the closet didn't leak, and the ceiling didn't leak, and I'm saying the bedroom, well, it has a small one underneath that window, and a small one in the bathroom. So I'm going to go get a can and mark off where the leaks came in. Okay, so I just used the dry vac and vacuumed up the puddles and went back through and used some of that spray marker paint to mark off the areas where the leaks were coming in. So I just tried to do like an outline and get up most of the water that I could. So that we know what we're dealing with. So the handyman's not here this week. He's back home and working on another project. He's planning to come up here within the next week or so. So this will be the next thing we're working on. Hopefully it will be easy fix. But getting to those windows, I don't know. Getting to the windows behind the tub, we are dreading having to take out that tub. And we are hoping that we wouldn't have any water leakage come out from underneath there. But we will see. Yeah. So I'm thinking what he'll want to do is go ahead and do some sealing up of the windows. We'll get the paint on. Because once it starts raining here, we're pretty much in the rainy season. And even though it's September, that's about right for this area. So we should get some off and on. Of course, when November and December hits, it's full on rain. So, yeah. So we should be sealing up the windows and getting ready to paint pretty soon. And probably taking out some more drywall. I'll have to talk that over with Handyman when he gets there. So in the meantime, it's just going back to drying everything out. Thank goodness everything was dry before this happened. I know this sounds like a disaster, but in a way it was good. It only rained one day. We're supposed to have warm weather with plenty of sunshine coming up. So this will dry, gives us indications on where we need to work first. So thanks for hanging out with me and staying till the end. I hope you have a great day. If you haven't subscribed, please do give me a thumbs up and leave a comment if this has ever happened to you. And I will be seeing you in the next video.